On EFM News at 10, I'm Esther Seo. EU interior ministers are to discuss how to deal with tens of thousands of migrants trying to enter Europe each year by crossing the Mediterranean. A key issue at the talks in Luxembourg is a plan to distribute asylum seekers more evenly across all 28 EU states. The crisis has put a huge strain on Italian, Greek, and Maltese resources, but some Northern and Eastern Europe nations argue that migrants should not be forced to move to countries where they do not want to settle. More than 1,800 migrants have died in the Mediterranean so far this year. A total number of Busan residents who are quarantined by the local government has reached near 1,000 people. A Busan official says that the city quarantined an additional 106 individuals who had come into contact with the 143rd confirmed MERS patient in South Korea. The individuals newly added to the city's growing quarantine list has brought the total to 987. In Busan, a total of 751 people are quarantined at their homes, while 13 are isolated at medical facilities. The remaining individuals currently quarantined are being closely monitored at community health centers. Out of 161 hospitals designated to care for ordinary patients and patients with respiratory disease while keeping them safe from MERS infections known as MERS-free hospitals, 6 hospitals were designated as MERS-free hospitals in Gyeongnam. The Ministry of Health and Welfare has accepted applications from several hospitals seeking to be approved as MERS-free hospitals, and among them, Patima Hospital, Himchan Hospital, and Hanmaam Hospital in Changwon, as well as Samcheon Posol Hospital in Sacheon have been approved, while Koryo Hospital in Jinju are set for an inspection. Some cruise liners have decided not to stop in Busan due to the outbreak of MERS in South Korea. The Busan Port Authority announced that crew members of the 76,000-ton Chinese cruise ship Sky Sea will cancel their plans for docking at the city's port 30th. The ship has also canceled future entries planned on July 8th and 25th. 2 other cruise liners have already canceled their plans for stopping in Busan. The Unit 1 of the Kori nuclear power plant is expected to be shut down in 2017, with industry experts saying it will take about 13 years to dismantle it after the unit has ceased operations. The Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy has urged the Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power Corporation to shut down the unit and said if the application for an extension of operations is not submitted by June 18th, procedures to close down the unit will begin. The Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy expects that it will take nearly 13 years to completely disable the unit and will cost about 600 billion won. The Board of Directors meeting of the Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power Corporation will be held today to make the final decision on the operations of Unit 1 of the Kori nuclear power plant. The private board meeting will be held at its headquarters this afternoon and is expected to make a decision on whether to accept the advice of the government on the permanent closure of the Kori nuclear power plant unit. The city of Busan has launched an official employment portal to help job seekers to find employment opportunities by connecting public officials and businesses. The launching ceremony for the portal was held yesterday, and the Busan Metropolitan City and public officials have pledged to help job seekers and businesses to find their potential candidates. The idea behind this portal is that one public official is responsible to find one workplace for job seekers. Now taking a look at the weather, skies are cloudy at this hour here in Busan with rain expected over inland areas of Gyeongnam. The daytime high will be 23 in Busan. The current temperature in Busan is 22 degrees Celsius. That wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. Now you're listening to Busan EFM.